Hi, welcome to Next Gen Interviews. I'm here with Brain Alves Pereira. I pronounced your name correctly, right?
Hello, hello.
And we're
Not exactly. My name is Brian. With a, you say like it's an I in the name. It's
okay.
a
One,
little mistake.
yeah. And where are you
Okay.
from?
I'm from Brazil.
Wow, the soccer team of the World Cup. Yes,
Uh,
Brazil. Haha.
uh,
Yeah. Are you from where? Where in Brazil are you from? Are you from São Paulo or Rio?
I'm from Paraná, Paraná. It's the south of Brazil, a little south of São Paulo.
Okay, yeah, I have one of my best friends moved from. He was here in Winnipeg, and then he moved to back to Brazil to be with his parents. Daniel Marcus, one of my good friends, is in Sao Paulo. So yeah, I have a lot of friends in Brazil too. So first question: what got you interested in becoming an indie developer?
Well, I don't know exactly. If ever since I was a child, I always like games, video games. I always like it because my brothers told me that, and I started to love them like my brothers do. After a while, my brothers, one of them recommended me to try study how to make a game. Then I entered this life, and I start to enjoy it. So now I'm an indie game developer.
Yeah, that's really neat. So what type of consoles did you grow up with? Nintendo, Sega, Xbox? Did what did you have?
Well, especially Xbox and Nintendo. The first video game I have was the first Xbox and Nintendo 64.
Okay, no,
Uh,
that's awesome. Um, Now this game that you're developing, it's more. It looks like you're jumping from rock to rock in lava. That's what the game's about. So it's more of like an action adventure. Do you want to just describe the game in detail?
of course, of course. The game is based on the play The Floor is Lava, where someone says the floor is lava and everyone need to get out of the floor. It, the story is one day aliens came from the sky, starts to attack everything around. And they are made of lava and starts to spread the lava through the ground.
Hmm.
Then people start to think how to beat them. Then it appears a group of people where they use parkour to try to beat them. In this group appears someone so good at parkour, so good that these people don't, this person don't show his face or her face, and people don't know how to call this person, so they nickname it Parkour. This is the protagonist of the game, Parkour.
Parker. Okay.
The game itself is you're a Parkour who is just trying to help people and do some missions to beat the lava aliens. Simple, but then Parker found some really strange things. Like someday he had a dream where he was working but was ice instead of lava.
Oh, neat. And so this game's it's in development right now to be completed. When do you think you're going to be in the final stages of able to put it on a platform, or what's the future for the game? Are you going to try to get it to Sony? Are you going to try to get it to Microsoft as an indie developer, or what's the plan for distribution?
Well, for now I don't know exactly. I think the game will be full release in the middle of the next year, I think, or the end. After
Okay.
that, I pretend to first I pretend just to launch in the internet in PC, but
Uh,
I'm thinking about how to send it to Xbox too.
Right. And then you'll have it pretty much on, like, you'll try to go on Google Play so people can download it.
Yes, yes. But
Okay.
for
Yeah.
now, I'm just thinking on PC.
Okay. And start on PC and then move on to the other consoles later. And did you get a chance to see the Game Awards? All the indie developers who won an award. Did you watch the Game Awards?
Well, I wanted, but I was a little busy.
Okay, yeah, you can definitely watch the recap on YouTube. It was pretty neat to see all the indie developers and what they're coming out with, because that's really the ground floor of the gaming community when they start to get, bigger, and you go to bigger studios and you're working with bigger studios.
Yes, yes.
And then so you'll complete this one, and then I guess you'll try your best to get it networked, and then you'll work on another one.
Yes, I plan to make too much games, but I don't have much time and it's really hard to make, but I pretend to make very much games. The
Okay.
next game I plan to make it's like a horror, but inverse. You are the monster.
Oh, cool. And then, so when you develop a game, you obviously have a computer science background or engineering background. What type of engine do game developers typically use when they're creating a game? I know that like Unreal 5's out right now, which is a phenomenal engine. I played The Matrix yesterday and it blew my mind. Um, but what type of engine do you use from the ground floor when you're designing a game?
Well, I use Blender for 3D models, and I use Unreal Engine 4. I don't use 5 because I want to finish my first game on 4
On four?
first.
Okay. And what type of games do you like playing yourself? When you're not designing games, what games excite you?
Well, not on one type, just I like too much types. Like I like the 80s new. I like recently I'm playing with my brothers the Halo Infinity.
Right. Yeah, it's a great game. Yeah. Are you doing the multiplayer, or are you doing the campaign?
Multiplayer.
What do you think of the multiplayer?
It's really cool, really different with the war mode with 24 the players.
Yeah.
Really different.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, no, thank you so much for your time. It was wonderful to meet you. We look forward to the game released. And when we touch base with you again, you'll have probably a full demo that we can show.
Oh yes, yes. And thank you for inviting me.
Oh, it was a pleasure. And we're gonna start this channel to support the indie community, of course, and others, and do interviews with the gaming community all around the world. And it was really nice to connect with you in Brazil, and stay safe, during COVID. I don't know how Brazil's doing right now, but it seems like the virus is coming across. The Omicron is going across the world right now, and
Yes,
we got to be.
yes.
Video games are keeping us busy, as we're staying inside. So good on you for your dream and what you've accomplished so far. And we'll connect with you when I guess middle of next year when you have everything released.
Thank you, thank you. And good luck on your YouTube channel too.
Oh, thank you so much. And one word of in Portuguese, obrigado. I know that.
De nada.
All right. Have a good rest of your evening, and it was wonderful to connect with you.
Yes, you too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.